Hey, everybody. Welcome back for the win on Sandman Sports. It is the Rocket Classic, formerly known as the Rocket Mortgage Classic week, Paul. And we got a recap of the
Sweet.
Travelers Championship. It was a crazy finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was rooting for Tommy Fleetwood to get across the
Yeah.
banner. Uh, Against the finish line, it just didn't work out. He was leading, I think, for like Saturday and Sunday, pretty much all day.
Yeah.
He came into after 2 rounds, he was tied with Scheffler and Justin Thomas.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, he's playing well. And then I saw his odds,
Yeah.
or he was like 6-1. Scheffler's obviously favored.
Yeah.
JT's like it was like 3.5 to 1 or whatever, right? So I'm like, oh, I'll throw a
Wow.
couple of bucks on Tommy. He leads most of Saturday, Sunday, gets to the last hole, hits it on the
Eh.
green.
Yeah.
Um, Unfortunately, his playing partner, Captain Keegan, he stuffed it to 6 feet. Tommy's putt does not get inside of Keegan's birdie putt. So Tommy not only
Oh.
misses the par putt, but he shows them the line. So Keegan gets another win at the
Oh.
Travelers, gets the elevated win, and Tommy gets second place again. Yeah, he's got like 60, 70 top tens without a win. It's easily the PGA Tour record. And I mean, the guy's made like shitloads of money. So I think he made like 2 million. So that's not the worst thing in the world, right?
Eh.
But yeah, Tommy, that was a tough loss. Then a lot of people were rooting for him, and
Oh yeah. Definitely.
it's 72 holes for a reason, right, Paul? There's
Oh
a
yeah.
reason we play 72 holes and not 70 or 71, right? So how many times did we be playing the old
Hey.
Tiger
Hey.
Woods video
Sometimes.
game and we'd be losing?
Sometimes it's gone. Way past 72 holes. Sometimes it's gotten up damn near 80 holes because everybody was tying on each one of
Mhm.
the playoff holes until so eh,
Yeah. Yeah. So tough week for Tommy. We had
yeah.
the U.S. Senior Players Championship last week. I caught a little bit of it. Miguel Angel Jimenez was down, I think
Ooh, the
he was
mechanic.
down 2 shots with
Sweet.
2 holes to go over Stephen Alker, the Kiwi.
Okay.
And out of nowhere, I think Miguel birdied the last two, went to a playoff, takes it outright. His fourth win of the year, I believe his
Ah.
fourth senior major. The dude's 61, Paul, and he's beating up on people
Yep.
like 10 years younger than him. And you think,
Yeah.
oh, these guys are
He,
old, like they're not that good after 55 or 60, but we see
he's a
what Bernard's
mechanic
done
for
for
a
years, and
reason.
now,
Yeah.
yeah, he does. And he's got that nice finish with the holster when he makes a putt. He puts his putter into like the holster, kind of like the gun thingy. But yeah, so Miguel, funny enough, one time, a little bit of a tussle many years ago where
Yeah.
Keegan's then caddy, he put his finger in Keegan's caddy's face. There was a little animosity and this and that, but it's funny, they both won last week.
Yeah.
And there's ladies major. Minji Lee takes it for her third ladies major. It was the ladies
Ooh.
LPGA championship. Um, Funny enough, it
Awesome.
was played at the course where they're going to be playing two of the next, I think, 6 or 7 PGA championships. It's in Frisco, Texas, not to be
Cool.
confused with San Francisco. It's just
Okay.
Frisco,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like a link style wide open course. It gets really windy, so
Ooh.
we'll see it next year. So
All right. Awesome. Can't wait.
something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
So this week it's the Rocket Classic. It's the Rocket Classic this week, Paul. We got
Yeah.
two-time
And
defending
all they did
champion
was
Cameron
remove.
Davis.
All
His
they
only two
did was
victories on
remove the
tour.
word mortgage. That's funny. All they took out was the word mortgage.
Yeah, pretty much. It's this is rebranding crap that people are trying, but
Yeah,
right,
I
whatever. I
know, I
mean,
know.
it is what it is. So the Rocket Classic, two-time defending champ is Cam Davis. The Aussie is
Sweet.
only 2 victories on tour, and
Wow.
before that, Ricky Fowler won it. I think in 2022. He ended like
Okay.
a 4-year winless streak. That was pretty iconic. Got him on the thumbnail for this week's show. Yeah, I mean, I think this tournament's only been around for I think 6-7 years. The first win was Neil Lashley, kind of an unheralded guy, but got to shoot like 25 under to win this tournament.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
it's type of tournament where the cut's like -10. You know what I mean? Like it's a
Yeah.
shootout. Like you should even par on one day, and you're getting lapped, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
that's kind of the guys. That's kind of the guys I'm looking to take this week. Are guys who can put up a shitload of birdies and obviously
Yeah.
make some putts. It's a Donald Ross design course. Um, old school. I mean, it's not that penalizing. You got to make, obviously a lot of putts and birdies, like I was
Yeah.
saying. But let's take a look at the odds boards for this week. A way better field than I thought we were going to have this week, Paul, after
Okay.
a major and elevated event and
Yeah.
another event here. We got Colin Morikawa kicking it off 12-1.
Ooh.
I'm not going to take him at 12-1. He's obviously the best player
Yeah.
in the field. And it's I took him at the US Open and he was, was doing pretty good. And just on the weekend, just
Yeah.
the flat stick was not behaving. So I don't know. He's got to work on maybe get a new putter in the bag, maybe put a lab. It's tough to watch, but too
Yeah.
pricey for me.
Okay.
Next up, it's Keegan Bradley at 17-1 and Patrick Cantlay at 17-1.
Wow.
Well, Keegan obviously won last week, so I can say he's the second favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keegan. I mean, he's trying to make his own team, right? He's the captain,
Yeah.
right? So I think he's trying to make it on points because the top 6 they get in automatically, right? So I think he's like 8th or something like that, 9th. So Keegan's trying to get in there. I'm going to pass on Keegan. I don't see him going back to back. It's emotionally draining, Winning a PGA Tour event, you got to do a lot of media. You got to do a lot of, it takes a lot out of you. Patrick Cantlay is up next, 17-1. I'm taking the guy that is affectionately known in the golf community as Patrick Can't Win instead of Patrick Cantlay.
Boo.
I mean, he's got one of the most. He's got one of the most victory totals on the tour for not having a major. He's won a FedEx Cup. It's been long drought since his last victory. It was a team event. It wasn't like exactly a solo event. The tag team event in New Orleans. Before that, I think it was 2022 or 2023.
Wow.
Since his victory before that. So, I mean, yeah, he's in a big time drought, but against this field, I'm going to take him at 17-1. He was, I think, 12th place last week in Hartford, the Cromwell, Connecticut area. And, he missed the cut at the last 2 majors. So at the big events, he's been pretty shit. But I think in a shootout, Mr. Patrick can't step up. I mean, he's been burning a lot of people, but for some reason, I just see him bouncing back, but he got 4 good rounds. So I'm taking Mr. Patrick Cantlay. -105 is his top 20. Next on the board, we're going to go to the 20s. 20-1, 22-1. We got Ben Griffin. This guy's got 2 victories this year. He's got top 10 in each of the last 2 majors. He's probably going to make the Ryder Cup team. I think that's just too big of. That's not enough big of a number for me to take Ben Griffin. I mean, he's having a career year, and I don't blame anyone for just riding it out, but I'm going to pass on Big Benny. Only one other guy in the 20s I'm seeing here is Hideki Matsuyama, 27-1. Took him last week.
Yeah.
He had a so-so I think first and third rounds. He had a pretty solid second and fourth round. I think he's still battling that back injury, so I'm going to pass on Hideki. Let's move into the 30s. We got Harry Hall, 35-1. The Englishman. He's had a solid year, really good putter. I don't think that number's big enough for me to take Harry Hall. He's having good success. See him. I'm seeing him at 32-1. I was really tempted, but he withdrew last week, so I don't know if he's going to withdraw this week. And in golf betting, if the guy hits one shot and he withdraws, you don't get your money back. So the guy has to withdraw before the event. So I'm going to pass on Sibu. I really like him. The chalk play for this week, from what I've seen, is Cam Young at 30-1.
Okay.
He had a top 10 at the U.S. Open. He just missed a playoff in the Canadian Open. Didn't do that well in Hartford, but yeah, I've seen a lot of people. I'm going to pass on him at 30-1. We got Wyndham Clark at 35-1. He's had a couple of decent weeks, but I'm going to need a bigger number. He's too erratic, but I mean, his skill set matches this type of course. Next up, we got four guys at 37-1. Ricky Fowler on this event 3 years ago. Tony Finau, a bit of a slump himself, can't putt right now, so I can't take Tony. Max Gracerman, who I did take, 37-1.
Okay.
I seen him just playing well the last 3 or 4 events. Played pretty well at the U.S. Open. Sneakily, good driver, good putter. I think it's a good combo for this tournament. And then Luke Clanton also is 37-1, the rookie phenom out of college.
Okay.
I know he's supposed to be the next best thing, but like 37-1, maybe 60 or 7-1, but I mean, he doesn't know the courses like these guys who have played it like 4 or 5 times. So I'm going to pass on Luke, although I think in the future we're going to be hearing a lot about him. We got Minwoo Lee at 37-1. We already have a winner from Minwoo this year and in Houston. He got the first victory. I don't know. He hasn't just been playing at all since then. So I haven't seen him on any leaderboards, nothing. So I'm going to pass on Minwoo. Pretty popular pick this week, though. I can see why. Good for, obviously super long and, pretty good chipper. Davis Thompson, who I was really eyeing, I'm going to pass on him. He was second place last year on this tournament, and he won the following week last year at the John Deere. But I'm not seeing the signs right now, so I'm going to pass on Davey T. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just something about him. Initially, I was like, I'm going to take him, but just thought about it again. I just haven't seen the results. And only one guy in the 40s I'm seeing here, Keith Mitchell. He's on a big winless drought himself. Summer, he hits his ball really well. He's playing well at Pebble Beach this year. Just dude cannot putt worth a lick. I mean, it's bad. Compared to his peers, it's noticeable. So I'm going to pass on Kashmir Keith. Let's take a look. We got Alex Noren, 55-1, never won on tour. I'm going to pass on him. Chris Goddard up 50-1, does have a victory last year. Playing okay. It's just not my cup of tea at that price. Akshay Bhatia at 50-1. I think that's pretty good odds. He's been playing decent. Just not on the top 10, top 20 radar lately, but I think 50-1 is a good number. Akshay, I might have to come back to that. Rasmus Højgaard, I was looking at him as well, but again, he doesn't know these courses that well. Another one I was looking at is the U.S. Open champ from 2022, Matt Fitzpatrick. Easy to say for others, not for me. I was thinking about him, but he hasn't won too many regular events. He's just won like a major, and then he's won Heritage, and that's it, right? So it's a shootout type of event. I don't see him getting to like 20 under. I see him more of like a grinded out major style type of guy. Let's move to the 60s. So we only got 2 selections so far. We got Thorbjørn Olesen, the Dane, Alex Smalley, 60-1. Taylor Moore, 60-1.
Yeah.
Stefan Yeager, Michael Kim, Matt Wallace, Ryan Gerard. Only guy out of those I was kind of considering was Ryan Gerard. I think he's due for a victory on the tour, so
Have you
might be a guy I circle back to. But
have
he's
you
having a
thought
solid
of
year. He was on the Corn Ferry.
with some of these guys that you were kind of lenient on? Have you thought of doing like a top 20 bet on any of them? Maybe don't bet for them to win, just do a top 20 bet on them. The ones that you're not really sure that
I think I might do that as well. I think
yeah, like
yeah.
some of the past winners, some of the guys that are
Yeah, I know.
somewhat consistent. Maybe you don't like the number that they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, check, see what their top 20 is. That might be a better number, and do a bet that way.
I think I might look into that. Yeah, I think I might look into that one. But yeah, I'll have to do a little bit more research.
Yeah.
Take a look a little closer. But another guy who's getting a lot of love right now is Jake Knapp at 70-1. I think it's a good fit for him.
Wow. Okay.
Just not sure if he's going to put up 4 good rounds. He's a bomber. He's one of the longest guys on tour, known for his Fred Couples like power, just effortless
Okay.
power. And he was
Another
temporarily
boom boom.
he was temporarily a bouncer during COVID when there was no golf to play. So
Yeah.
people were like, "Oh, this guy's a bouncer." Then he turned into a tour player, but he's been a golfer his whole life. Um,
Yeah.
I think he's just a little too popular for my liking. Going to pass on him. A couple guys at 75-1. I'm going to pass on Tom Kim, Kurt Kitayama. Tom Kim only has one top 10 this year. He's just
Wow.
not having the year that I thought he would have. Kurt Kitayama, not bad. I just don't think he can put up, a shootout type of score here. 75-1 Kirk. I did take Captain Kirk, Paul. This guy's got like 4 or 5 PGA Tour wins, and
Sweet.
he's got a playoff victory. He's had like 4 top 20s at this event. Besides last year, I think he was like 34th. So if he can get his putter going, I like Captain Kirk. I think he's got a good chance. 75-1. I'm going to take him. His top 20 is plus 260. So
Wow.
2.5-1 for him to finish in the top 20. I think that's a sign me up
Definitely.
moment. Thank you. Grayserman's top 20 was plus 170. I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
Let's see who else was on the board here. Max Homa is now 80-1 in this field. It surprises
Wow.
me. Tells me that he's probably not going to make the cut. Nikolai Højgaard, 80-1. Emiliano Grillo, 80-1. He's getting a lot of love too.
Okay.
I was looking at Davis Riley, but I mean, this guy, he's had a couple of first-round leads this year on the tour and played well at the PGA. He's just like a Eklund type of guy. I don't see him putting up 4 low ones this week.
Yeah.
I did take a guy over 100-1. I did take Andrew Putnam, 110-1. Yeah. He played really, really well at the RBC Canadian Open. Had a chance on the final round. It was the final group with our eventual winner, Ryan Fox. But Putnam, he putts it really well, pardon the pun. And he's pretty accurate. If he has a decent week with his irons, right? Yeah, you know what I mean? If he has a decent week with his irons, I think he can contend. And at 110-1, I think he could be like, he should be priced at like 75, 80-1. So taking the value in his top 20 is plus 333.
Ooh.
So
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm taking that top 20, almost 3.5-1, and at 110-1. Things have happened. He's the type of guy.
Yep.
He can go into some shootouts and take care of business. So those are the 4 guys I got for the Rocket Classic, Paul, in Detroit. Going to come back on Wednesday and do a show for the Live Dallas and the U.S. Senior Open. Just haven't had a chance to look through those tournaments. And Live obviously starts on Friday, so
Yeah.
I think, if anyone is out there and wants info, they can watch, have enough time before the tournament starts. So yeah, I think that pretty much does it for this week's show, Paul. Another fun episode, and we're going to be back for a little bit more on Wednesday. Later.
All right. Hang loose, people. Peace out.